Well, I'm back again with my SuperSplit electrically powered kinetic log splitter. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do homesteading type videos and also videos about wine and winemaking. I'm in the very early stages of establishing what I'm calling a homestead winery in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. And I should apologize in advance for any background noise. Today I'm actually down at the family home in Tennessee, and we're in town here and there's traffic and, and airplanes and whatnot. In the last video I did on the topic, I pointed out one annoying, admittedly minor issue with the machine. And in this video, I'm going to correct that issue. The switch is so close to the cowling here that it's difficult to get your finger underneath to switch the machine on. It's not plugged in, so that's why it's not turning on. But fortunately, it travels far enough to turn it off. No issue with the actual operation of the switch. It's just getting your finger in here to provide the leverage, especially when you're wearing gloves. So I pointed this out in the previous video that I did, and several folks commented that there are some things that I should try before I actually cut into the cowling. And the simplest was to just rotate the switch 90 degrees. So I'm going to take this apart and see if that's viable. If that doesn't work, I'll take a look at the fitting in between the motor housing and the switch housing and maybe put in a little spacer, a little extension. But I'm hoping rotating will work. So since I'm right-handed, when I'm operating the machine, I'm going to be doing it from this side so I can grab the handle, pull it up to activate the pusher, and I'll be doing all of my work on this side. So I'm going to try rotating the switch 90 degrees so that it points this way. That'll get it out of the way of the cowling and still give me easy access to it from this side of the machine. Well, it didn't help much. Can't really see anything in there, so we're gonna have to take this plate off too. Oh, nope. It's this bolt that's holding it in place. So, I don't know that I'm going to be able to rotate that. Is there another hole back there? Nope. Okay, well, so we took everything apart and discovered that there's a bolt that's securing the switch box on the electrical box here on the motor. So even if I remove this bolt and turn it, then I've got a hole in here that I've got to deal with. So what I'm going to do to keep things simple, and since we're losing daylight, to get this put back together here relatively quickly, instead of putting this faceplate back on that's got this extra width, I'm going to use an old-fashioned switch plate. So hopefully when that's back in place, it'll give me enough space here to operate the switch with a gloved hand, since I won't have all this additional depth. I'll be giving up the waterproof nature of this faceplate, but I don't plan on storing the splitter outside, or if I do, it'll be covered. So I'm not so worried about water, and hopefully this thing will give us enough dust protection that we won't end up creating ourselves any issues. So let me get this thing put back together before it gets too dark, so it'll be ready to go when I'm ready to split some more wood. Well, I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and get the motor mounted again. Came off the flywheel. Looks good. All right, so how do we look here? Oh, that is so much better. Plenty of room. Excellent. Well, we will hold on to this though, and when it comes time eventually to have to replace this belt, I'll do exactly what the guys at SuperSplit suggested, and I'll get a longer belt so that the motor can slide further back, and then I can put the original plate back on. But for now, that's perfect. So there you have it. The new faceplate took care of the issue. Even with my gloves, no problem getting my hand in here to operate the switch. So I think we've got it solved. Thank you to folks who commented on my last video, encouraging me not to just give up and not to get out the hacksaw and just start cutting away. It isn't exactly the solution that I thought would take care of the issue, but I think it'll work out just fine. So thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers.